Hey, my name's Richard, and in this video I'm making a wood burning heater for my shop. If it heats well enough, I will buy a sheet of steel and make a nice one. It's not beautiful, but I love making stuff out of free and cheap junk that I collect. Okay, there it is. It's not very thick at all. I'll show you what we got down inside here. I'm going to weld this up right here. Okay, so this is what it looks like right now. This piece of pipe fits the hole that I cut pretty good, except for right here. I got one little wrinkle, but everything else looks pretty good. Okay, I got it smoothed out. I couldn't actually get a hammer in here, so I just stuck a big crescent wrench in there and tapped the metal over. So it's nice and snug. So now I'm going to get it welded up. Here is the stand for the wood burning stove, and the 1.5 by 1.5 square tubing I think is 18 gauge, no 14 gauge. It's less than 1/8. This thing looks a little skinny. It's going to have some angle iron feet on it to make it a little more stable. I made this thing about 12 inches wide. I'm planning on keeping some wood underneath the stove. I don't know if it's going to get too hot under there. I guess we'll find out. Okay, so here's the stove on the stand. And again, it may look a little skinny, but it's not super heavy. And it's going to have some angle iron feet to make it more stable. I'm hoping to keep something in the bottom of this. Okay, so my stand is finished. I added the angle iron to the bottom, and I just cut notches for it to sit right on too. I just welded right through that rust. This thing's not structural. This was some primer. This 1.5 by 1.5 square tubing was from some gates that I got. All of this is just made out of scraps. Somebody gave me this barrel. It came from a Ford dealership where they change oil. This is the piece that I cut out, and I wasn't real sure how to do the door. This is pretty flimsy. So I think what I'm going to do is just take some flat steel and just go around the outside edge, maybe just to beef this up. And then I'm just going to make some hinges, make a latch, and my door is done. Got a little warpage. This is 5/8 or number 5 rebar that I'm going to use to build my grate. All right, I got a mark on my ceiling here. I just used a plumb bob over the center of the pipe here. Got a mark on the ceiling. I'm gonna take a 1/2 inch. This is pretty thin. I don't know, maybe 16 gauge, 14 gauge. So I'm gonna cut it with some snips, but I'm gonna take a 1/2 inch drill bit and drill through here. And like I said, I'm just gonna take a 1/2 inch drill bit, pop a hole in here. That way I can get up on the roof and know where to cut, and it'll give me a little starting hole to get my snips inside of. Okay, here's my 1/2 inch hole. Got this piece of cardboard I just made a little template out of. Here is my roof flashing. That silicone is looking real professional, but it is what it is. And I'll check it after it cures, and I may go over it again, but as long as it doesn't leak, that's the important thing. Here's this ugly cap. This piece was wrong, so I had to add this long bolt here. I'll have to paint that black. And it's tight, but it's seems a little rickety. So we'll see how that holds up. I know some people put these in. See, here's the ridge up here. And I know some people put theirs in parallel with the ridge, but I didn't do it that way. I've seen it both ways, but I feel like this is gonna shed water better. It's not a very steep pitch at all, maybe like a 3 or a 412. All right, so here it is. I got to get a handle put on here. Here is the grate that I made for it. I did a 5/8 rebar. Take it out and clean the ash out of there, pick it up and shovel the ash out. This door is pretty thin, so I don't know. Is it gonna work? I don't know. We'll see. Got the first fire going. This is just some fur.